Welcome back to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases.
Good to be back. And just a reminder, this critique draws from a SpeakDuo lesson.
That's right. You can head over to SpeakDuo.com to practice English on video calls. Great way to build confidence.
Definitely. Okay, so today we're looking at 8 really useful phrases for advanced learners.
Let's start with failure and recovery. First up, to fall flat.
Right. Now, this isn't just plain failing. There's a nuance here.
Exactly. It means like a joke or maybe a plan. It just didn't get the reaction you wanted. No laughter, no enthusiasm.
Yeah, it missed the mark. So you might say, my attempt to cook Italian food definitely fell flat. It implies you expected something better, but nope.
Or, in a story, his joke fell flat and no one even smiled. That kind of awkward silence.
Okay, moving deeper into trouble. To dig out of a hole.
Ah, yes. This implies recovering from something difficult, maybe even embarrassing.
And the key is that digging image. It suggests real hard effort, you know? Not just a simple fix.
Right. Fixing a mistake may be quick, but digging out, that takes time and serious work.
So, in a professional context, if asked about a challenge, you could say, yes, I made a major mistake in a presentation once. It took me the whole next week to carefully dig myself out of that hole.
It really conveys the struggle. Okay, next. To pull out of something.
This one's about successfully escaping or recovering, often from things like financial trouble.
The nuance feels like an active withdrawal, doesn't it? Successfully getting clear.
Exactly. Not just escaping passively, but actively pulling out. Requires maybe some foresight, some tough choices.
Like, the company managed to pull out of financial trouble just before the recession hit. That suggests good management.
Yeah, or personally. I usually pull myself out of a stressful week by, taking a proper break, getting outside. It's about actively removing yourself from the bad situation.
Makes sense. And the last one in this section, to turn something around.
Okay, this one's more positive. Changing a bad situation into a good one.
The key here is the reversal. It's not just slight improvement.
Right. It's taking something heading for failure and making it a success. A complete turnaround.
Like, she turned the project around just before the deadline. That's impressive.
Definitely. And it's great for talking about work. I turned a rejected idea into a much better one after getting some feedback. Shows initiative.
Okay, good set. Now let's shift gears. Let's talk about influence, decisions, things like that.
Sounds good. First phrase, to trip a switch or to trip a reaction.
Ooh, I like this one. It sounds sudden, intense.
It is. It's not just causing a reaction, it highlights something instantaneous, maybe unpredictable, like flipping a switch. Boom!
Often emotional, right? The comment tripped a strong emotional reaction in him.
Exactly. Or personally. Unfair criticism tends to trip a defensive switch in me immediately. That kind of instant response.
Got it. Okay, number 6. To land on one side or the other.
This is about making a clear decision, taking a definite position.
Especially when the issue is complex or there's a debate.
Precisely. It implies finality. You're not just deciding. You're planting your flag, taking a clear stance.
So for an IELTS topic, perhaps it's hard for me to land on one side when both arguments about climate policy seem valid. Shows you see the complexity.
Or maybe you do land on one side firmly. It expresses that commitment.
Okay, next, a very visual one, a puppet on a string.
Yeah, a powerful metaphor. It means someone who feels controlled by others, lacking real freedom or agency.
It's stronger than just being influenced or controlled, isn't it? It suggests manipulation.
Totally. That feeling of having no real say, just doing what someone else pulls the strings for. He felt like a puppet on the string in his corporate job.
That paints a vivid picture of powerlessness.
Okay, our final phrase, and this one's more of a collocation, the arc of history.
The big picture phrase, talking about long-term societal change.
Exactly. It suggests this grand sweep of time, often with a sense of direction, usually towards something better, like justice.
That famous line, the arc of history tends to bend toward justice.
Right. It implies progress, even if it's slow or uneven. It's a really sophisticated way to talk about historical trends.
Definitely one for higher level discussions. Okay, fantastic. 8 great phrases.
Ready for a quick quiz to see if they've stuck?
Let's do it. We'll go through them one by one. Remember, feel free to pause if you need a moment to think.
Okay, question 1. If a plan or joke falls flat, it, option A, leads to unexpected success and laughter, option B, gets delayed due to a lack of preparation, or option C, fails to produce the intended effect or reaction.
Take a second if you need it.
The answer is C. To fall flat means it fails to produce the intended effect. Remember that Italian cooking attempt?
Yep.
Question 2. To dig out of a hole means to, option A, recover from a difficult or embarrassing situation, option B, hide away to avoid further confrontation, or option C, start a completely new task after giving up.
What do you think?
The answer is A. To dig out of a hole means recovering from a tough spot, like that presentation mistake example.
Question 3. If someone pulls out of something, they, option A, withdraw or recover from a problematic situation, option B, become more committed to a risky plan, or option C, pretend to agree without truly participating.
Pause if you need to. That's A again. To pull out of something is about actively withdrawing or recovering, like the company pulling out of financial trouble.
Question 4. To turn something around means to, option A, abandon a project due to poor results, option B, change an unfavorable situation into a positive one, or option C, repeat an earlier mistake without learning.
Okay. The answer here?
It's B. To turn something around means making a bad situation good, like turning that rejected idea into a success.
Halfway there. Question 5. If a remark trips a switch in someone, it, option A, encourages them to stay calm and collected. Option B, suddenly triggers a strong emotional reaction. Or option C, makes them question their logical reasoning.
Think about that sudden reaction.
The answer is B. To trip a switch triggers that sudden, strong, often emotional reaction, like the unfair criticism example.
Question 6. To land on one side means to, option A, make a clear decision or take a definite stance, option B, avoid forming an opinion on a controversial issue, or option C, switch sides frequently without commitment.
Decision time.
It's A. To land on one side is about taking that clear, definite stance.
Nearly done. Question 7. If someone feels like a puppet on a string, they feel, option A, responsible for directing their own fate, option B, detached from everyone and everything, or option C, controlled by others without real freedom.
How does that puppet feel?
The answer is C. Feeling like a puppet on a string means feeling controlled, lacking agency.
And finally, question 8. The expression, the arc of history, refers to, option A, a temporary trend that fades quickly over time. Option B, the long-term progress or moral direction of society. Or option C, the recurring cycles of personal and social failure.
Our big picture phrase.
It's B. The arc of history refers to that long-term societal progress or direction. Whew, quiz complete.
Well done if you got most of those. These phrases, from to fall flat right through to the arc of history, they really add depth, don't they, using those vivid metaphors.
They absolutely do. They help convey the weight of the situation, not just the basic facts.
So we encourage everyone listening, check your email for the daily quiz and the review of this critique.
And if you want to practice these phrases, get unlimited sessions, AI feedback, definitely consider upgrading to SpeakDuo Pro.
It's a great way to integrate them faster. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone.